episode of Hooked on Whiskers. Today, we're going to be stealth camping. Behind me is the river that feeds into Lake Overholser. Lake Overholser is one of the city lakes for Oklahoma City, and it is a lake that you cannot camp at. So tonight's objective is we're going to throw some cat poles out, do a little catfishing, you know, when in Rome, you might as well, why not? And then we're also going to try to stealth camp tonight. I'm gonna do a camp and cook meal inside the back of my truck, which I'll give you a full tour here in just a minute. And we're gonna see what we can get into tonight with some catfish. So I hope you guys stay tuned and enjoy the action. So I finally caught a break for all the cars driving by. I'm gonna try not to draw too much attention to myself, but I'm gonna show you the setup for tonight. Oops, just forgot my light. So this is my truck camper, which I will be stealth camping in tonight. Let me get a light turned on. So I've got curtains on all the windows. Got my cooking set up. It's kind of messy right now because it's all just kind of thrown in there, but I've got a pad when I climb in. This is what you would consider a no-build setup. Everything that's in here can be taken out within 5 minutes if I need to throw something in the back of my truck and actually use it for a truck. But I've got like my food stash down below, essentials like toilet paper, paper towels. I've got a Coleman cot, which I actually had to modify to make it fit in here. I had to shorten it because my bed is not exactly 6 foot long. I've made some locks for my window, that way I can lock this thing at night to make it a little bit safer. And I'm going to be using my Jackery for power. I've got my laptop, so I'm going to watch probably some YouTube. Shout out Crazy Quady. You know, probably watch some Flair or Quady and just kind of chill out tonight. I am going to be cooking here in a minute, so as soon as I kind of get this all packed up out here, I'm going to jump in there and we're going to just start hanging out. And I'm going to try not to draw too much attention as I'm like shining a giant light in my truck. But yeah, that's pretty much the setup. We're going to try to get away with stealth camping here tonight. And like, if you look in my window, I don't have one on this window right now, but I do have it in there. But like, you can't see anything in these windows, minus the spider web. Same thing for here. Like, even if this thing was open, you can't see anything back there. And I've got another cover which goes across this one, so that way it completely encapsulates it. And even if there's light inside, you can't see it from the outside. Only thing you can see right here is my string is hung a little bit too low, so I need to raise that a little bit, but that's not a problem. I can definitely easily do that. But yeah, so we're gonna go stealth mode here in just a minute. I'm gonna pop this little window so I can still hear my bells on my rods. I may set up the black lights tonight, may not, haven't decided yet, but I am getting pretty hungry, so we're gonna hop in and we're gonna get to cooking some chow. All right, first one of the night. Not bad. Got a big old fat belly on him. It's like he's covered in parasites or something though. Not the healthiest of dudes. But not bad. He's definitely been eating tonight. His gut's full. Alright, I'm gonna send him back. Alright, we're tucked in. I'm gonna make some dinner. So tonight, I've got two options. I've got two mountain houses that I want to try. One is lasagna with meat sauce, and the other is beef stroganoff with noodles. I'm leaning more towards the stroganoff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do tonight. Kind of bummed I don't have any hot sauce or anything cool to add into it. So yeah, we're just gonna eat our old plain Jane. So get everything out, get everything kind of ready. I've still got my catfish poles out, and I've got this window cracked so that way I'll be able to hear the bells when they start smacking. Someone driving by. All right. All right, got my little isobutane stove. We're gonna use that to boil up some water, which would probably help if I put the burner part on. All right, we're gonna have to air that out. Apparently I didn't have the valve closed all the way. Jeez, my knees. Oh man. Carefully add 1 2/3 cups, which is 13 fluid ounces. This thing has a 12 fluid ounce and 16 fluid ounce measure. So we're gonna split the difference. Looks like it only takes about 9 minutes in total to make sure that this is good to go. You know, the funniest part about these, and it's actually really cool, but the expiration date on them cracks me up. Best by October of 2052. I don't know when you're watching this, but currently it's 2024. That is insane how long these things will last. Super cool. So yeah, if you're like a doomsday prepper or whatever you want to call it, may not be a bad option for you. All right, we're gonna put those blinds back closed. I've got to air this thing out a little bit more because of the whole gas leak problem. I'm sure it probably isn't going to take too much longer to air this place out, so give it a little bit longer, then we'll make her happen. But we're going to get some water in there now. It's about the 12 ounce mark. This is 16.9 fluid ounces. So yeah, it's a little over. Okay. We're gonna call that. I think that's good. And this usually, I think you have to have a lighter to start this, but I don't have a lighter because mine is out of gas. So we're gonna improvise. That's all I got. We're just making do here. All right. boil her up. And I've got the window cracked. Probably should crack the back one too. Just that way we have a lot of ventilation coming also. There we go. Now we have the back one cracked also. Just to get a little bit more ventilation in here. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. The packaging is super neat. I normally would have a cerveza with dinner also, but I'm not going to do that because there is a chance I could get a knock, and you know, the cops tell me that I got to vacate because I'm not supposed to be camping here, hence the whole stealth camping. So probably don't want to cook that. That doesn't look very appetizing. It smells good. There's, in a single serving, 290 calories, so an entire container is 580 calories. Makes 1.5 cups, 61 grams dry. Makes 1 cup prepared. So I may end up eating both of those because I am a fat boy. Got that big back. But we'll see. We'll see if this fills me up or not. It's so much nicer to be able to cook in here and not be exposed to all the bugs and stuff that are outside by the river. I've done videos, I think you guys have probably seen in the past, where I cooked outside and it was just like bugs were constantly getting in my food. Which is not a pleasant experience. You know, no one wants to eat some bugs unless you're all these rich people. Haha. I also have a big Coleman stove, which I thought was a little overkill for just boiling some water. I brought it. You never know. But I don't think I'm going to use it tonight. Tonight we're just going to take it nice and simple. This is a really close to home place for me, so even if we do get kicked out and can't make it through the night, I can just go straight home. I mean, it's really not that far. So, but hopefully that's not the case. We're gonna be stealth tonight. And as soon as I get done eating, I'll cut this light off and I'll open this window up so I can watch my rods, and yeah. We'll just do some night fishing and hang out, or some YouTube and chill. Starting to boil already. We'll give it just another minute or so. It's supposed to get down to 52 tonight. Brought my sleeping bag just in case I need it. 52 is pretty comfortable. I mean, I usually sleep with our house in the 60s, so it's really not too far off. Let it go just a little longer. There we go. She's boiling. See if we can get that in there without spilling it. The only downside I can see with this kind of setup is there's got to be microplastics that's leaching into this. I mean, when you pour boiling water straight into like a plastic Mylar bag, there's gotta be some microplastics that I'm gonna be eating. Which, you know, I'm not hating. The world is full of microplastics, but I may not do this too often. I may try to stretch my culinary legs as I get more comfortable with like this stealth camping thing, and see if I can't do some more adventurous meals inside here. but I don't think I'm gonna make every video as a stealth camping video. I think this is like a really cool thing to try out and just see if I like it. But for the most part, I'd rather kind of do what Quady does and just go get a campsite. That way I can plug electricity in and put a heater up in here and do some winter camping. But for right now, this is a really close to home place, so I figured, why not? Let's give her a shot. So we're just gonna chill for a minute. I've got, let's see here, wait 5 minutes, stir and reseal, and then let stand an additional 4 minutes, stir, and enjoy right out of the pouch. So in about 9 minutes, I'm gonna start chowing down on that. Maybe a little bit longer, it's probably gonna be pretty hot. Yeah, and just hang out. So I'll catch you guys in a minute.
2019 BMW X3, there's 42 issues found on this thing. Patty had a Carly and ran this before he just bought this. No, we got several transmission issues. Engine demand speed limit. That loaded was hitting the top speed limit. And now it's locked back in four-wheel drive. Pretty sweet. Whoa!
Watching some Cletus McFarlane. Cleater, if you're seeing this, let's do a collab. Just kidding. He would never even care about a guy like me. With all 30 of my followers, which shout out to you guys. You're the real ones. Got a couple more minutes of this thing cooking. And then we're going to chow down. All right, it's ready. It's still really hot. Well, let's see. Let me give you my honest first impression. That's really good. That's really good. I'd get that again. It needs some hot sauce though. It needs just like a little zip. Something to give it just a little kick. But honestly, I'm impressed. I would definitely eat this again. That's good. I'd eat that again. I'd buy it again. I will say, if you are going to get this, and you like hot stuff, I would get some hot sauce and put some Frank's or something in it to just kick it up a notch. It's good. I mean, you get, your expectations have to be at a certain level for food like this, but it's good. I'd eat it again. But anywho, I'm gonna lay down, watch some Cletus McFarlane, turn these lights off, and watch my rods also, and just kind of hang out for a bit. All right, fish number 2 is a freaking flathead, and a dandy one at that. I mean, the colors on this guy. This fish is just beautiful. Beautiful, big old fantail. Man. Look at the mouth on that. Heck yeah. Such a beautiful fish. We're gonna let this guy go though. Put him back where we found him. And hopefully he can eat some more and get a bigger belly on him. All right, guys. That's pretty much it for the night. I'm just gonna tuck into my sleeping bag and call it a night. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. night's sleep. It is a little chilly. It's gotta be in the low 50s right now. Chilly morning. I'm about to put some sweats on. Here's a better view of where I stealth camped. So there's just this gravel road that comes down. A lot of people go to the inn for whatever reason, but this is really close to the river on this side. So I just pulled up here kind of behind these trees, so that way I'm partially obstructed by at least something, and I had my poles casted out right there. So I mean, it worked. I don't know how many times it would work, but it worked for at least one time. So I'm gonna get on out of here and get home. So if you guys have watched this long, I really appreciate you sticking around. Make sure you like and subscribe for more adventures.